Annyeonghaseyo, Yorobun. Hello guys, welcome to my channel Vidzzopedia, and my name is Vidushi. So in today's video, I'll be recommending you 5 best K-dramas that I liked so far. So before I get started with this video, I just want to tell you guys that everyone have their own choices and preferences, and it may vary from person to person. So the ones that I'll be recommending you today, these are the best 5 that I have loved so far. So without any further ado, let's get started. On number 5th, we have True Beauty. So True Beauty revolves around the story of a high school girl named Imji Kyung. She is very upbeat in nature, positive, and she loves reading books. But the thing with her is that she is not very confident about her looks and her appearance, and she is bullied by her classmates for the same reason. And they make fun of her looks. But fortunately, one day she learns how to do makeup by watching online tutorial videos, and it literally changes her life. So after some times, when she starts going to another school, she becomes very popular. She is one of the most famous girl in this school, and she made some good friends as well. But she still live in fear that what if her friends and schoolmates discover about how she actually looks like behind the makeup. Except one guy, Isuho. So Isuho is smart and good looking guy. He is very talented and he is an all-rounder and is good in academics. But he has some dark secrets and a dark past. Slowly and gradually, both of these characters are drawn together and they get to know more about each other. But also there is a love triangle in this K-drama, and this is not like that typical high school romance, but there's a lot more to it. There's love, friendship, hatred, etc. One thing that I actually loved about this drama, or one thing that I learned from this show, is that self-love. Accept the way you are, just love yourself, embrace yourself, and self-acceptance is really important. Another thing that I really liked about this show is that how they have portrayed the other female characters. Like, they are bold and they are brave, they are confident, they are independent. I just love them. So yeah, that was it about True Beauty. So now let's move on forward. On number 4th is my very first K-drama that I ever watched, and basically from where my K-drama watching journey started, and that is Itaewon Class. So Park Seo-joon plays the character of Park Se-roi, who is an ex-convict, and after his release from the prison, he starts following his father's path. So he opens a street bar in Itaewon named Dhanbam, and with his 2 other friends. While seeking a revenge on a person who is the owner of a very famous food company and which is very successful. Park Se-roi faces a lot of hardships and struggles until one day when he meets Xoxo. So Xoxo is a very famous Instagram influencer, and she is very talented, and she is a borderline sociopath. But eventually she develops feelings for Se-roi, and she decides that she'll stay by his side and she'll help him reaching towards the success of Dhanbam. Also, there is one more character, Osua, who is Park Se-roi's first love, but she is also working for the same person who is responsible for Se-roi's father's death. So this drama has a lot. There is a transgender, there is an ex-convict, there is discrimination towards genders, there is racism, there is social class inequality, and power imbalance. So all of these are the social issues that they have dealt with in a very great way, and they also showed how the people who have power in their hand, how they misuse it. So I liked all the characters. The characters were written very well. I liked all the side characters, and the lead characters were obviously very great. Park Se-roi is very confident, he is very hardworking, he has a never give up attitude, he is very loving towards his teammates, and he never discriminates among them. So my personal favorite character was Xoxo. Xoxo was like, she was bomb, okay. Kim Dami played the character so well. She was so good and she was totally into the character. Xoxo is so confident, brave and bold. I personally like those shows where the lead character is so strong. So talking about the OST of this K-drama, it was amazing. It was one of my favorite OSTs of all the K-dramas that I have basically ever watched. So the title song, that is by Gaho, actually, I guess, I don't remember the title song's name, but it was so good. And the other song Sweet Night, which is by Kim Tae-young, V from BTS, everyone knows him, and that song has my heart. That is one of the best songs of this entire K-drama. So yeah, overall I loved Itaewon Class. I just binged watched it. It was my first ever K-drama. That basically this K-drama got me into K-dramas, and I just really loved it. So now let's move forward, and on number 3 is Startup. So I was a bit skeptical about this show, and I was not very much interested because, as the name says, startup. So I was not interested to watch something related to business and entrepreneurship. So I thought, let's just skip this one. And but when this first came out, it was so hyped up that time that it was everywhere on Instagram and everyone was talking about it. So I thought, just let's give it a shot, and it was actually worth the hype. I watched the first episode and I was already in tears, and it was so heartbreaking that I decided that I will finish this K-drama. So basically, Startup revolves around the story of Thalmi and Nando-san. Thalmi has a lot of work experience in different kinds of part-time jobs, and she is very ambitious, aspiring, and passionate towards her dreams, and she wants to be an entrepreneur. And whereas Nando-san, he is a bit shy type of a person. He is a genius in maths. He has won a maths quiz and when he was a young boy, and he has a company named Samsung Tech, which is not doing very well from past few years, as he is not getting investors for his business. So both of them participate in Sandbox. So basically, Sandbox is a place where budding entrepreneurs come with their innovative ideas, and they get guidance, and from investors and mentors there, and they invest in their business. And now there is another character, Han Ji-pyong. He is the second lead character. And I want to say one thing, like, what's up with these second lead actors? Like, they are so good. Anyways, so Han Ji-pyong is one of the mentor and investor at Sandbox. So one thing is that Thalmi remembers Nando-san as her crush, and Thalmi and Han Ji-pyong are connected to each other in a way that I am not going to tell you because it will be a spoiler. Overall, the show is amazing. It was worth the hype. I was so skeptical, but I gave it a shot, and it was amazing. I just loved it. So now let's move forward and talk about the top 2 best K-dramas that I've watched. And on number 2 we have Gaijin. So Gaijin is basically famous by the name Goblin, and Goblin is a fantasy romance drama, and it was one of the highest rated dramas ever. And Goblin revolves around the story of obviously Goblin, who has lived over 900 years, and he is in search of his human bride so that she can remove the invisible sword from his chest so that he can end his life. So one day, by chance, this high school girl named Intak, she summons him, and from that day their story begins. So now we have other 2 characters, second lead characters named Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper has committed a great sin, due to which he is a Grim Reaper now, and he directs dead bodies, basically their souls, to afterlife. And there is another character, Sunny, and she is the owner of a restaurant. So basically, all of them are connected to each other in some way. They have a relationship with each other, and that too a deep relation. So again, I was a bit hesitant to start this one, as I'm not a fan of fantasy genre. So I was a bit hesitant, but I gave it a shot, and I absolutely fell in love with this one. And I really liked the romance of Grim Reaper and Goblin. And talking about the OST, this Goblin has one of the best OSTs. The song Stay With Me is amazing. It's such a good song, and the entire K-drama is so good. It is humorous. There is humor, there's love, friendship, and past life. There are also a lot of emotional scenes. I really cried a lot watching this one. So yeah, that was about Goblin. You should add this one to your watch list. This is worth watching K-drama. So now let's talk about the number one on the list, and this one is the very popular K-drama. It is so popular worldwide and it is very famous, and I really like this one, and its name is Crash Landing on You. So it also really one of the highest rated K-dramas of 2020. So Crash Landing on You basically revolves around the story of a South Korean girl and a North Korean guy. The South Korean girl named Yoon Se-ri, she comes from a very wealthy family, but she don't really get along with her family members, and she stays away from her family business. So she successfully opens her own company. It's a fashion and beauty company. And on the other hand, we have Captain Ri. He's from North Korea, and he's an army officer. So what happens one day, Yoon Se-ri goes for paragliding, and due to strong winds leads her to land in North Korea, and she meets there Captain Ri. So Captain Ri decides her to hide and protect her, and he tries number of ways to send her back to South Korea safely, but in a very illegal way. So there is this another character who is also an army officer, who starts having a doubt on Yoon Se-ri that she doesn't belong to here, she's not from here, and she is not related to Captain Ri at all. And that is a roller coaster journey, and it is such a great show. While Captain Ri was hiding Yoon Se-ri, both of them develops feelings for each other, and it was such a hard journey for her to go back to her home, her country, because you know how it is with North Korea and South Korea. So in this K-drama, we also get to see what is like how people exactly live in North Korea, and that was a bit upsetting. So I really love this K-drama. Talking about OST, again, it was very good. All the songs are superb. The characters, the other supporting characters are so good. I was really not expecting that. There is humor, there is love, obviously, and it also showed how North Korean military works, how the work is there and everything. It was one of the best K-dramas. I literally cried a lot watching this one, because again this one has also a lot of emotional scenes, and it is best the roller coaster journey of her getting back to her own country, and Captain Ri during the whole time trying to protect her at his own home. It's amazing. So yeah, that is pretty much about it for today's video. These 5 are the best according to me. If you have watched any of these 5, then let me know what is your opinion regarding all of these 5. Did you like it or did you not like it? And also let me know your favorite K-dramas, the ones according to you are best and are on your top 5 lists. So yeah, that was it, and if you really like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below and share it with your friends, and please show some love and support. It was my first video, and I am really excited to make more fun content. There will be a lot of content coming on your ways, guys, so please stay tuned. Till then, goodbye.